Trump does not like being dictated to by any other organization, so he's created his own organization. And this is typical of Trump.
U.S. declared that it has invited several nations to join its Board of Peace for Gaza and described its functioning. The White House said that there would be a main board chaired by Trump himself, a Palestinian committee of technocrats meant to govern the war-racked territory, and a second executive board that appears designed to have a more advisory role. U.S. President Donald Trump has invited India to be a part of the group, knowing that India is a country acceptable to both Israel and Palestine because of historic ties with both. India enjoys strategic partnership with Israel and has given regular humanitarian aid and help to Palestine. India was among the first countries to send humanitarian aid to Gaza through Egypt after the recent conflict began.
India's been lobbed a kind of a grenade. It's been lobbed a grenade. If it throws it out back again at Trump, that could sour relations between India and Trump. If it accepts it, it's got a live bomb ticking under its chair. What I think India will do is talk to other people and see what should be done, because they would not like to sit at the same table with Turkey, with Pakistan, and certainly not listen to Trump every day. I mean, the last thing you want is Trump dictating to you how you should speak, you should not speak, what is right and what is wrong. And the third issue is a moral issue. Trump has also said anyone who can pay $1 billion will become a permanent member on this board. Are you lending yourself to a mercantile situation? A money-making situation? Where the seats are up for grabs? If you put in the right amount of money? So there's a moral issue. Will India accept? Let's see. But I think there's going to be serious discussion within all the policymakers, because it is a dangerous thing to say no to, but it's a much more dangerous thing to say yes to. Well, India may choose not to become a permanent member because A, are we trying to create a separate Security Council? If no, India will not become a permanent member. It wants permanent membership in the Security Council, not this council. So that is something India will not pay. A, because India's finances are not in the best of shape at the moment. And the second part is, again, the situation where if you give the $1 billion, you accept its sovereignty over you. Well, if Pakistan accepts, it puts India in a more awkward spot. But India will have to wriggle out because it would not like to be in the same position. Look at the situation. We already have a communal issue within the country. If it goes about and tries to be part of a peace board, which talks about resettling Gaza at the expense of the Palestinians, because you're trying to commercialize the place, we don't know what kind of rights the Palestinians will have, and whether you can contain Israel, to whom India is rather beholden. Again, it puts India in a very awkward spot. Pakistan would love to take potshots at Israel. Will India take potshots? I don't think so. Will India embrace the Palestinians? I don't think so. So it's a very awkward situation for India to be in. I have a feeling that India will wriggle out of this by saying, no, this is going to, that we are in the midst of our own restructuring, give some other excuse, and let us discuss this in the UNSC. I think that is what the Indian government will possibly say. Possibly. This is my interpretation. So they will not say no. They'll say these are matters which had best be presented to the UNSC, and let the UNSC hear it.
Currently, governments have reacted cautiously today to Trump's invitation to his Board of Peace initiative, aimed at resolving conflicts globally, a plan that diplomats said could harm the work of the United Nations. Will UNSC retaliate against Trump?